Hello, everybody. We will be discussing soon about a topic. And I think this topic needs to be talked about. And if you can identify, not compare, that's great. So, we are going to talk about the topic of dreams and alters and switching and who's the host, who's not the host, or if dissociative identity disorder is fake. Because you can lose a lot of friends, family, and relationships having this diagnosis, like myself. So, yes. So, we'll be discussing that soon. I think it's a clever and good topic. Hello, everybody. How are you? I wanted to discuss a very interesting topic that I think the topic should be talked about. I think it's a great topic. Got Rainbow with me right here. So that's awesome for Rainbow. That was odd. So yeah, we're here. Just trying to get this leveled here. Comfy. So, I think, when you have dreams with alters like myself, I have Cassie as an alter, Rose, Emmeline, and Emily. Now, Emily and Emmeline are 12 and 14 years old. They are called the colloquial cast called the Littles. And this is Rainbow over here. She's a new addition to the family, and she's a beautiful rainbow I got for free, and Daddy helped me clean her up and disinfect spray and put her in a trash bag for about a week, so there's no bugs or nothing. You gotta be careful. Just because things are free does not mean they're always clean. So, for example, if you're dreaming, people say, well, how can you control your dreams, or how can you hear voices in your dreams if dissociative identity disorder is an amnesia disorder, which is true. It is an amnesia disorder. You tend to switch out. That's why it's called dissociate, because you mentally are dissociating and you're not here or there. You're like in between. But alters can communicate with each other subtly, like how information leaks out sometimes, or in our system, it does leak out. Like, I can be feeling a certain way, but maybe it's Cassie's feeling this way. Or maybe the body's crying. Why am I crying? Why am I upset? Because maybe Emily or Emmeline is crying because they are valid people. They are an alter. And in 1993, Watkins and Watkins discovered dissociative identity and said, and he is a psychiatrist and a therapist and a scientist, and said, Alters are real people. They are their own individual people. They can be different genders, different sex, different religion, different creed. They are their own fragment personality, and they have their own feelings and their own way of thinking, and they are valid. So you can look that up and Google it. If you're dreaming, sometimes people, could be dreaming something, and it can be sad or violent or angry or aggressive, and you wake up and maybe you remember some of it, but you don't remember all of it because your alters don't want you to, because that was their dreams. It wasn't for you to share or for you to talk about. That's their dreams and that's their problem. So, yeah. Also, your dreams could be maybe secretive and you don't know what they're dreaming about. And, you could have insomnia. I can't say it. I have difficulty sleeping, so we have to take medications to knock the body out. Strong, heavy medications to knock the body out, because some of our alters like to be up. They like to be up and they like to play. So I have no control of that. So, for example, if Emily or Emmeline want to play with their dolls and toys at between 1 a.m. and 3 o'clock in the morning, or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, or 7 o'clock in the morning, they're going to do what they're going to do. I just fall in the back of the front line and just watch through the third eye here, or the peripheral vision of the eye, where you can kind of see the corner of your eye here. The peripheral vision's on the side corner, and it's like, oh, okay, well, they're playing right now. Okay. Or if I'm tired and I want to go to sleep and the body's tired, well, maybe Cassie doesn't want to go to sleep. Maybe Rose wants to get up and read a book and have a cup of tea with a salad. When you have dissociative identity, which is a real disorder, and it's a disorder that happens only from childhood dreams and trauma, and it does happen ages between 5 and 7 years old. I have other videos if you check out my playlist, and I talk about how alters can switch and pretend to be the host. I do talk about that also, and I cannot wait for 2 weeks to go by and this hair color hopefully fades out and gets a little lighter, or washes out or fades out, because I'm going to go back to being a strawberry blonde. Thank God. I can be happy again and pretty. Rose dyed our hair this color. We don't like it. That's another thing. Your alters can come to and take control of the body of the host and decide to talk for you or talk about you or talk for you. And it could be about friends, family, relationships. It could be dyeing your hair and being persistent like she did with us. Rose decided to take over the body and dye the hair light auburn. We don't like light auburn on the body. We prefer to stay blonde, very light blonde, or strawberry blonde. And she ruined our hair color. Luckily, it can get fixed, and it's not a permanent decision. It might be damaging or drying out the hair, but it is possible to get fixed, so thank goodness for that. 2 more weeks and counting down. So, yeah. Back to the conversation, like I was saying. I got the shirt from diaperminister.com. The brand's called Kiddo, and it's got baby zoo animals on it, if anyone's interested. Having dreams and switching out, you have no control of that. Just like they have no control of thoughts or feelings, or they're valid, or they don't want to be in a relationship, or they do want to be in a relationship, or they want to curse a person out in their friendship, or they want to confront somebody, or they're in love with somebody else, or if they want to eat something. It's very difficult to deal or control the alters of the body, because you all share one body but have 4 fragments of a mind, which is difficult. So I have, obviously, some of our alters must have insomnia, because some of them want to go play early in the morning and eat rubbish, and it's horrible because this body can't take it, because we get heartburn, our legs hurt, and our hips hurt, and we're depressed and mentally not well. But clearly they think that they're still 14 and 12 because they're stuck in that trauma, and Emily and Emmeline are stuck in the age of the trauma of the abuse of the year that it started from, or believed to be of the trauma and the trauma that it started from. So they're not with 2024. They're still back in the late 90s, 2000s, and they still think they are stuck in that trauma, abuse, and drama at the age of 12 or 14 years old. So some alters can be stuck at one age. Some alters can be stuck at another age. Why do alters don't age with the body. Why don't alters, age when a body ages? That's because they're stuck in trauma and abuse from another year, another age, a decade. They can be stuck in that year. They can be like traumatized. It's kind of like a colloquial vision and a colloquial mindset of them being in their own realm, or they're stuck in the inner world. And the inner world is basically, I have videos on it. If you check out the playlist, please. I talk about the inner world and the outer world. The outer world is what we live in here, what you guys see through the TV here. Hi. Our inner world is in our heads, and it's where the ultras live at, resign at, and they reside in the back of our head in the inner world. And our inner world is basically like a hotel or a quarter hole, where it's a bunch of doors side by side. Here's a hallway, door, 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 but it's a long hallway. Each door is a different age, a different number, a different year, a different feeling, a different entity, deity. Every door has a different issue. Right, Rainbow? You gotta go on my crib soon. You're gonna need my new pillow. Mm-hmm. So, it's very different. Having dissociative identity is not fun. It is a very sucky fucking feeling. Ever since we lost our mom last year to cancer, I think our alter has gotten worse. Our mental health gotten worse because we've had dissociative identity disorder, but our alters were not in co-conscience. Our alters were not fronting as the host, and I have videos of different, if you check out the playlist, of what the host means, of the front. The front means being me, pretending to be me as the one person, as supposedly signature person, or singular personality, as in one personality, which we do not have one personality. We are not one person. We are multiple people. We are a collective system in our body and in our alters. We are not one person, even though you guys see one body, one person. We are literally 4 people, 4 alters, 4 personalities, 4 people with feelings, and we are valid. So we are not one person, and we are not sharing the colloquial system, put it that way. The colloquial system is basically, people think it's one body, one personality, which is wrong. We are more than 4 people, and we have 4 alters and 4 personalities in this body of the system. So the colloquial system is basically one body, one personality, but having dissociative identity, we are plural, we are multiples, we are one system, but we have 4 bodies, so therefore we are 4 systems. That says we are multiple, if you get it. So, also, back to the conversation of dreaming. So, you guys can rewind this video when I upload it and watch it from the beginning, please, if you missed out on anything. So back to dreaming. Dreaming is difficult. Dreaming is very rough. Having dissociative identity is a very lonely and real feeling. People may make fun of us, judge us, not be there for us, and it's lonely. And then we end up getting into fights. It ruins relationships. It's a very difficult mental health disorder to deal with. I'm not saying it's easy or fun, but there is ways of helping people. And I have videos on my channel. Check out the playlist for that, of helping people that have DID. You can also YouTube it, Google it. There's lots of videos out there to help people who are non-dissociative people who have friends or who are dating someone who has multiple people in their system. There's videos out there to help you guys understand us and to understand what we're going through and how we feel. So, yes. And my playlist has a lot of options on it, too. Right, Rainbow? So, back to conversation. If I'm having a dream, maybe my littles are having another dream and they feel one way, but I feel another way, or maybe that they feel upset and angry and I am not, but I'm feeling their feelings because they are valid. They are people too in our body. And maybe Cassie and Rose are upset about a scenario or a person, and I don't want to talk about it or feel about it, but I'm going to feel their feelings because we're a system. And like I said in the beginning of the video, if I'm crying, the body's crying. Why am I crying? Because they're crying. They're upset. I feel their emotions, and like my mother is an alter also. She's inside our body, also. And my mother is very loving and kind. My mother misses us. My mom did not want to leave us, and she's very hurt how people on the outside of the world said they would help her daughter be there for her child as a friend or a family member, and they're not. And the only one that is there for her is her boyfriend, and is there since the beginning is her boyfriend. Everyone else that has something to say about it can kick rocks because they're not there. They're not dealing with her abuse, her trauma, her mental health, her psychoanalysis, and her mental health. Her boyfriend is there since the whole incident happened from the beginning with her mother. So people who don't like that can go jump off a bridge because you're not here, you're not calling, you're not visiting, you're not caring, but he is. So don't feel some type of way when you're the issue and the problem and you're too obsessed with your supposed life that you can't check on friends and you wonder why nobody likes you or you have no loyal friends because you do it to yourself. You are the problem, not us. And we are allowed to voice our opinion and we're allowed to voice our feeling because we're valid. And we're not going to let you disrespect us, hurt us, or make us feel invalid because you feel some type of way that you're too busy cooking, cleaning, decorating, and hanging out with a bunch of other people, but you can't call the one who's been there for you the most. Make it make sense, just saying. So, but that's a you problem, not us, and it hurts, but if you don't want to talk to us or be friends with us, it's fine. We get the hint, we get the point, and that's coming from everyone in our system, apparently. Cassie, Rose, and the littles are very hurt because you're hurting a child's feelings by not being there or checking on them or checking on us as a system or as friendship or family or foe, and it hurts. And everybody wants to criticize her relationship, but like I said in the beginning, he's been here since the jump off, since day one. So I don't understand why people can watch us on YouTube but not call us. People can watch us on YouTube but not visit us. It just hurts. It feels very lonely, not valid, very narcissistic behavior. They don't want to take any, actions on their part or on their behavior. It's very disgusting and very inappropriate behavior to be as a friend. That's why they have no loyal friends, and that's why no one likes them, because you do it to yourself, and then you want to criticize your friendship who is expressing how they feel multiple times in a friendship and say that they're the problem when they're not. You have to make a friendship work by communicating, not shoving them aside and judging them and telling them that they're jealous or crazy or obsessed with them. No, it's what friendship is. And if you don't feel that way, then you shouldn't be friends with the person. If you think working every day and decorating the house and cleaning is fucking more important, have fun. You're going to be lonely. And when you hit 30, it's going to be too late. You're going to be too old. Just saying. That goes for boys, girls, women, men, non-binary people, everybody. It just hurts. And it's just a fucked up scenario. And it's sad. And we had this conversation millions of times, and your exact words were, we'll work on it. We'll come over more often. We'll be there for you. Cassie's not feeling it, and Cassie's not having it. See, these are feelings coming up from my alters. These are not just my feelings, but these are also Cassie's and Rose's. And we are not going to feel less than or valid because you don't want to be around our system or be around our alters. And if that's an issue, I'm sorry, we can't help that we're mentally ill. We can't help that we're freaking sick. You still got your mother and family. You still got friends and family. We don't. We have no parents. Zero. So people that want to talk shit, make fun of us, can go fuck themselves, because guess what? when you lose your fucking family, and I mean all of them, and you're by your fucking self, don't come crawling, crying to us because we tried to help and be there, but you don't want our friendship, and you want to just throw us away and only call us when you need or want something. Very selfish, narcissistic behavior, very inappropriate behavior, very one-sided on a friendship, very disrespectful and not loyal. That is not cool or cute. It's just not nice. And if, expressing how people feel is valid and it's okay. And if you can't handle that, that's because you're a narcissistic person. Google the word narcissistic. Google the word narcissistic behavior. You fit all the fucking boxes, buddy. Let me tell you. And us as a friend, we decided to put up with that bullshit because we thought to ourselves, maybe they like us, maybe they'll change, maybe they'll recognize their behavior and take accountability and take fucking actions in their behavior that they have done wrong in our friendship, in this relationship. Maybe they'll fucking wake up and come to and say, wow, I was a douchebag or I wasn't there for that person. Maybe I should be. Maybe I should be more nicer to them. Maybe I should call and care for them. But guess what? You don't, so go fuck yourselves. Whew, see? That's what I mean by having dissociative identity. Cassie, I just felt all her emotions. I felt Cassie's anger just now, and it just comes out. And they all do talk differently, but sometimes Cassie or Rose or Emily or Emmeline can take voice and take host of the body, take control of the body, and talk like the body and the host, and perceive to be me, which people think, oh, the one person right here is what you just saw talking, but it really wasn't. That could have been Cassie, for all you know, or Rose, or Emily, or Emmeline. That's what I mean by having DID. You should ask people who are in the system, who am I talking to right now? Who am I hanging out with at the moment? How are you feeling? Are you feeling safe? Are you okay? Don't just assume that we're one fucking person, because we're not. We are dealing with a lot of personality disorders and mental health issues. We are not just one fucking singular person. We are multiple people. And in a friendship, in any friendship, whether it's romantic or non-romantic, ask the person, who am I talking to? Is there an issue in our relationship? Should we talk about this? You need to care for the person, because you keep thinking everything is just on one person, and it's really not. And that's a lot of shit to ask for one person, let me tell you. Alright everyone, I'm going to end the video here. If you like more videos like this and content, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we will see you in the next video. I just think this topic needed to be talked about and heard. Bye.